Tips for writing a grant.
It shouldn't be this hard to be a superhero.
Hi, I'm Audrey Chisholm. On today's video, I want to share with you my tips for writing a grant that gets approved. Getting money for your nonprofit is always a big concern for nonprofit founders. Grants are a great way to make this happen. If you want to know the most important tips for getting a grant, please click the link below to see my other video, 5 tips on getting a grant. Today I'm going to share how to write grants that get approved. Tip number 1, find the right grant. You want to look for grants that want to give money to nonprofits that do what you do. For example, if your nonprofit helps animals, you don't want to apply for a grant that focuses on low-income housing. You can learn about the priorities of a grant-making organization, typically by visiting their website. Tip number 2, tell a compelling story. Grant writing is an art. You want to write your narratives in a way that paints a clear picture for the grant-making organization as to the problem and how your nonprofit is uniquely equipped to solve or address it. Tip number 3, create a sense of urgency. Make sure you share why your nonprofit needs the money now. Tip number 4, follow the instructions. This should go without saying, but be mindful of deadlines and the specific requests of the grant-making organization. Tip number 5, focus on your program. Most grants give money for programs, not just for the entire organization. For example, my nonprofit is Revolution Leadership. When we apply for grants, we don't ask money for the entire nonprofit. Instead, we specifically ask for funding for our signature program, the annual Revolution Leadership Retreat. Tip number 6, follow up. Even after you've submitted the application, take a moment and call to confirm that they've received your application. Tip number 7, ask for feedback. If it doesn't work out, don't give up. Grant writing is a long-term strategy. Instead, reach out for feedback to help you improve your application and try again. Sometimes you don't get approved because the organization simply ran out of funding or they have multi-year commitments to fulfill. Applying during the next application window could work out for you if you stay positive. If you follow these steps, you're more likely to write an application that gets approved, and you're well on your way to raising money for your nonprofit. If you're looking for help with your grant applications, or you want us to do the entire process for you, give us a call to get in touch with one of my team members. I know that grant writing isn't easy. We've successfully secured grants for clients in the 5 figures, and our nonprofit clients have raised tens of millions of dollars for their causes. We can help you get started with our grant writing package today. Remember, this is your calling, and it shouldn't be this hard to be a superhero.